Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Good evening, everyone. I am Alex.
My name is Asa.
And I'm Chris.
And we are your astute win counselors that get you through the week with any daily grind issues that you want resolved or any questions you need some enlightenment on. We're going to get to our first winner, and his name is Jake from Orlando, Florida. And he writes, Dear Win, I work in tourism, and I'm looking for the ultimate love scent that will bring the ladies to me. Any suggestions?
Pheromones.
Like
Years ago when I thought that scent was going to be my way to get women, I went to a porn shop. I'm like, hey, do you have anything?
Wow.
And they're like, we have these like little jars of pheromones, and it's not like a cologne, but it actually is pheromones that like release the other pheromones in the other sex. It's like, ooh, hey, let's think about that.
What did they cost, and did they actually work, Chris?
Well, obviously it did not work. And gosh, it was expensive. It was like $20 for like 6 ounces.
Well, $20 for 6 ounces compared to a regular cologne, that's pretty cheap. I thought you were going to say like $400 for an ounce or something.
But regular cologne actually smells good and works.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think, Ace? I mean, he's thinking pheromones that you can buy at shall we say an adult entertainment store.
Yeah, I think that's like, if you're going to go the pheromones route, right, you got to go to the source, though.
Right.
So I recommend going to like your local black market and getting a seal liver.
Seal liver? Like the harp seal liver?
Yeah, like the animal.
Are seals high in pheromones?
Some of the most, yeah. Or if that's on the high end spectrum, that's the really good stuff. If you're looking for something, like if you're in a tight fix or something,
Right.
I'd recommend rabbit liver.
Rabbit liver?
Yeah, and just put that in your pocket, and then you don't need to apply it or anything, but just like put it in your pocket, and that should draw the ladies in.
Because bunnies are so cute, and who doesn't want to come to something that's super cute, especially women, right?
Well, and those rabbits are rampant with sex hormones.
That's true.
And it all gets caught up in the liver. That's where a lot of those things come from.
That makes sense. That makes totally
So
sense.
just go
Why
to
they
the
say
source.
rabbits do the nasty a lot.
Yeah, they procreate like
Yes.
nobody's business.
Like nobody's business. Hey, Jake, I can't really steer too far from this because these two brilliant gentlemen in front of me are reading my mind, and they are so smart that I know exactly that I have to go down the same route. But I'm going to go with something a little different. Deer urine. Hey, it brings deer or elk urine. It helps the hunters out when they want to catch a 10-point buck.
Well, then wouldn't you want women urine?
Like just straight women urine?
Yeah.
Like you go to your sister, Chris, and say, look, can you just
Whoa.
pee in a
Whoa.
jar?
I don't know if my sister would be my source of women urine, but if that's what I wanted to use.
Well, if you don't have any women, what's your source going to be then? You're going to have to pay someone on the street? I mean, you might as well get it for free.
kind of a catch-22.
Right.
Like you gotta.
If you got women, you don't need their urine to get more women. But if you don't have any, wouldn't you want to keep it in the family to help help you out in your endeavors?
I think that's what North Carolina was really doing when they passed like their bills about discrimination. They're trying to collect actual women urine, so they didn't want to be like confused.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Clear as day.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so it's got to either be woman urine or maybe deer or elk urine, because if that draws the elk in, I'm sure it probably draws women in too. And then, of course, the hunt is on, right? All right, well, let's move on to our next winner, and that is Miss Anonymous from Lakewood, Colorado. Miss Anonymous.
That's faith in yourself.
That's right. And she says, Dear Win, what do you do with toxic family members or coworkers that are negative and always creating problems? What should Miss Anonymous do with toxic family members or coworkers that are always creating problems?
Put yourself up for adoption.
Put yourself up for adoption or
Yeah.
the actual family member or coworker?
No, get out of there.
Okay. So-
Yeah, just throw up the white flag, try a new start, and just keep doing it until somebody that you like adoption.
That's kind of cool, though. Because
Yeah.
you get thrown for adoption, you don't know where you're going to end up. You could be like
Yeah.
reversing. You end up in Vietnam or in Russia, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, cool.
Same thing at work. If there's problems, go to your boss and be like, hey, I'd like an adoption.
I want to be adopted.
I want to be adopted.
And if you work at Burger King, maybe you end up at McDonald's or Taco Bell.
Hey, you'd be a prince if you were adopted by Burger King. Right?
That is true.
Yeah, you're in the royal bloodline now.
You would be, matter of fact, Miss Anonymous would be a princess if she
Yeah.
got adopted by Burger
Yeah.
King. That's a pretty good suggestion there. You're pretty smart here, Chris.
Yeah.
Ace, what do you think?
I would say, if it's your family member, right?
Yeah.
Then fire them from being part of the the family enterprise.
Like gatherings, Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
that
just
kind of stuff.
fire them.
Fire him. Just
Like,
flat
if
out,
it's-
Donald Trump, you're fired.
Yeah, if it's your sister, just hey sister, you're fired. Like
Yep.
you're not I'm hiring a new sister.
Okay.
And that's where you hire your annoying or your toxic coworker,
Oh.
because then once you have that familial relation, they'll start to change their attitude,
Brilliant.
and your ex sibling will have fiscal incentive to do good work as a sibling because they'll be working for you.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Just switch places. Switch. Yep, I've said my piece.
So that's awesome. So you're basically saying keep your sibling's enemy close to you in order to bring your sibling back to you reformed, essentially. And then there's no more problems or any kind of animosity or any kind of, issues that are arising in toxic nature.
Yeah, I don't see why that would be the case anymore
Right.
after that.
Clearly. Well, okay, Miss Anonymous, I'm going to say if it's a family member, you ostracize them by flogging them in the backyard for everyone to see.
And define flogging, just for the listeners that may not know.
Cat of nine tails, which is it's kind of like you take almost like a wand and it's got these strands that come off, and then the end of these like little hooks, almost like barbed things, and people use it for penance. Like Opus Dei does it.
Da Vinci Code.
Right, Da Vinci Code, just like the Da Vinci Code. And what you do is you flog your family member in the backyard, and then all of a sudden they're going to be so demeaned
Or
and
dead.
or dead. They're either going to be beaten down or dead, so then it's not an issue either way. But they're going to have to come 180.
Either way, they're not going to rise up again.
That's right. Like a Navy SEAL drill sergeant, they're gonna conform. And if it's a coworker, very simple. You frame them and get them fired. You make up the most That's right. The most audacious revelation to your boss, and you just manipulate the situation to the point that they get fired, they're gone.
God, and that's so easy to do, people.
I know.
Especially
do
with
you
Snapchat.
with Snapchat?
Yeah.
Snapchat. If you use Snapchat, Miss Anonymous, you can definitely frame your coworker. All right. Well, Elisa from Scottsdale, Arizona is our next winner, and she writes, "Dear Win, now that American Idol has come to an end after 15, yeah, not anymore. After 15 seasons, it's over with.
Yeah, get out of Hollywood.
Who was your favorite star, though, guys, of all time, of the 15 seasons?
I like the guy with the white hair and, Taylor Hicks, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked him just because he was like, "Whoa, dude, you're weird." And I liked Ruben Studdard.
Oh, yeah,
man.
Ruben Studdard was
He was a
cool.
winner, and he was just washed down the drain because nobody cared about him. Clay Aiken stole his fame because he's Clay Aiken.
Right.
Yeah.
Ruben
So
Studdard.
speaking of hope,
I'm going to go with Philip Phillips just because he had the easiest name to remember.
well, I don't
Philip
really
Phillips,
remember him as a
he-
person though.
That's right.
I remember his name.
Was he the real small guy? Like
I-
the 16-year-old kid?
No, I don't think he was
Or one
16.
of 'em?
He had that song like Home or something. I know you're not alone. I'm
Did he
gonna
win?
make this place your home. Yeah, he won actually. So, but the only reason I remember it is the song was kind of catchy because it came out like a marching band at the end when he was playing it and he won and they announced it and all that. And how are you gonna forget the name Philip Phillips? That'd be like Steve. I mean, you're not gonna forget Steve.
Why would you get the name Philip Phillips?
That's a good question. Make this place your home.
That's him.
Boom, boom,
I thought that was a
boom,
Mumford
boom,
and Son.
boom. Settle down. It'll be clear. All right, Kyle, cut that. That's my
You were
guy.
ready to see the whole song.
That's my guy, Philip Phillips. See, because I can't forget him, I was going to sing that whole track.
I thought he was Mumford and Son. I seriously him himself was the band Mumford and Son.
See, he was memorable because you correlated him with Mumford & Son.
But weirdly enough, I didn't remember him by his name. I remembered him by an obscure, hard to remember name. How does that?
It's kind of like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
That's right.
It's Mumford and Sons and Philip Phillips.
Phillips. Ace, who's your favorite? Because I know you watched every season.
Mama Socks for sure.
Who's Mama Socks?
Nobody here remembers Mama Socks, but I'm sure there are people out there listening that are like, "Oh yeah, Mama Socks. She was from Chicago and she was awesome."
Really?
William Charm. Was she like one of those
Early season winners,
Like,
or did she?
big-
I think this would have been like because they did 15 seasons.
Yeah,
So
15.
I bet like season 7 or 8 around
Okay.
there.
Okay. What kind
was
of?
she good?
Yeah. Was she? I mean, obviously
Oh.
you liked her.
Yeah, no, she was awesome. I was, I thought she was gonna go all the way. I think she did get pretty close to the end.
Oh, okay.
But,
what kind of music did she play? Like Alanis Morissette or something? I'm with the name Mama Socks. It sounds like some depressing, strung out kind of music.
she could do blues. That was her
Oh,
specialty,
cool.
was blues. Yeah,
Very cool.
Mama Socks.
Mama Socks. Mama
life.
Socks, if you're out there, do us a favor. We want to bring your greatness back on the Win Show and send us a suggestion next week. And then we'll make sure to pay homage to Mama Socks. But we got one more little piece of inspiration to get you through the rest of the week, and that's known as Horoscope Corner.
Love, fortune, status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for bearing with us because I know all you Aquariuses have just been waiting for us to get to your horoscope. And here it is. Aquarius, you're in for a rough week with some challenges unless you tune in to the World Improv Network on Facebook. All right, go check us out on Facebook. Drop a line on our wall. Give us some suggestions for the show. Check us out on Twitter. Go to our YouTube channel. All right, that's World Improv Network. At the YouTubes. Check us out on the iTunes podcast store. And as always, check us out here at 1340 AM Mile High Sports Radio Sundays at 8 o'clock.
Thanks for listening to Win on Mile High Sports Radio. Don't forget to be a winner and interact with the cast by sending your suggestions or questions for each show segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line on Sundays before or during the show. See you next week.